Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, December 14th, 2023. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. Today's dispatch brought to you by MyPillow. Go to mypillow.com, enter in the discount code SAM, and get up to 80% off of all of your purchases. They've got all kinds of Christmas stuff going, decorations, gifts, and what have you. Give them a try. I know you'll like them. Now, to the news. Yesterday, Hunter Biden came out and said, quote, his father was not financially involved, end quote. He also refused to attend the deposition, claims that the House committee that subpoenaed him is illegitimate. This brings up several questions. One of them is it possible that we have two separate governments running right now? One, the Corporation of 1871, and the second, a constitutional republic? Well, that's a deep dive that I've done over the last couple of years. And I think that there is a possibility that that's going on, but we'll have to keep an eye on it and see how it plays out. According to Disclosed TV, the United Kingdom could be brought to a halt at any moment by a large-scale cyber attack. A report by the Joint Committee on the National Security Strategy warned. There's an awful lot of talk about blackouts and cyber attacks and movies that are coming out. The narrative is off the charts. As always, I would warn you to keep your head on a swivel. And again, I don't say this to create fear, but merely awareness. According to Captain Kyle Patriot yesterday, numerous firefighters were battling a massive fire that had engulfed and destroyed multiple businesses in Kingsbridge, New York. According to Leading Report, Speaker Mike Johnson says the evidence on Joe Biden, quote, cannot be ignored and will pursue an impeachment inquiry. And there's more on this story later in the report. Michael Saylor, who is the CEO of MicroStrategies, made a statement yesterday, and he said the FASB has officially adopted fair value accounting for Bitcoin for fiscal years beginning after December 15th, 2024. This upgrade to accounting standards will facilitate the adoption of Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset by corporations worldwide. This is a huge move in the right direction, in my opinion. This is going to probably skyrocket Bitcoin. This is not financial advice, but I believe by them adopting standard accounting practices that this will increase the value exponentially. According to DC Drano on Truth Social, oh, and by the way, I am on Truth Social, Sam Shalhoub, red check mark. Love to have you follow me there as well. So DC Drano said that SCOTUS granted, that's the Supreme Court, granted a certificate on Fisher versus U.S., which challenges the DOJ's use of felony charge obstruction of an official proceeding, used to convict hundreds of J6 political prisoners. The statute was intended to be used against people destroying documents. The DOJ weaponized it to unconstitutionally lengthen the sentences of J6ers who walked through the U.S. Capitol. If overturned by SCOTUS, it would be historic humiliation for Merrick Garland, the DOJ, and Biden. And more importantly, it would free many J6 prisoners. Huge development. I've got to think at some point, whether it's this or something else, justice will be served. According to the House Oversight Committee, this is an add-on to what Mike Johnson said earlier about the House has passed the impeachment inquiry resolution. With this vote, they're now going to have better legal standing to fight the White House's obstruction. Huge development. The nefarious people are trying to stick their fingers in the dike, but fortunately, they've run out of fingers. And is the flood coming? Well, I have to think so. Yesterday, we witnessed the stock market go up significantly. And at its face, it would look like, boy, we've been talking about a stock market crash, possibly, and what have you. Well, what people don't realize is that many hedge funds were shorting the market, meaning that they were betting that the stocks would go down. Because they didn't and they went up, it was a bloodbath for hedge funds yesterday. Now, how that's going to be reflected in the market going forward, your guess is as good as mine, but I can't think that it's good for the stock market values. And then finally today, Chuck Colesto on Twitter. Oh, and again, I am on Twitter, blue check mark, Shalhoub Sam, my last name first. But on Twitter, X, Chuck Colesto said there was a shocking poll that came out from Fox News, and it said that 17% of mail-in voters admitted to voting in a state where they don't live. 21% admitted to filling out someone else's ballot, and 8% reveal they were offered money to vote. Wow. We've talked about this many times. So much information coming out so quick. Justice is coming. I know it's been a hard road. I know that we seem to have lost some battles and won others, but I'm telling you, we are winning the war. So keep the faith, move forward one step at a time. That's all we have for today. Go to my store, that's mystore.com, enter in the discount code SAM, and get up to 80% off of all of your purchases. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe. And as you know, I would encourage you to register at my website, samshalhoub.com. And in the meantime, I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.